The rain tapped gently against the cracked glass of her bedroom window. Outside, the world was soaked, but inside, the room was quiet, too quiet. A thin girl with untied hair sat cross-legged on the floor, an old diary open on her lap. The dim yellow bulb flickered above her, casting long shadows across the wall. She bit her lip, her pen hovering uncertainly. At 13, she didn't know much about life, except that it often felt heavier than her small shoulders could carry. She finally wrote, "Dear future me, I don't know who you are yet. Maybe you're strong. Maybe you're still struggling. Today I felt invisible. At school, they laughed at my shoes, at my silence. I pretended it didn't hurt, but it did. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever matter. If you're reading this years later, please tell me that storms don't last forever. Please tell me this rain means something more than loneliness." She closed the diary, pressed it against her chest, and whispered to the darkness, "Please, don't let me disappear." Dreams in the downpour, age 16. The rain had returned, louder, fiercer. She had grown taller, her voice softer, her eyes more tired. Tonight, she sat at the same window, watching raindrops race each other down the glass. Exams were near. Pressure suffocated her. Her classmates seemed smarter, more confident, more destined for greatness. She felt small again. She opened the diary and wrote, "Dear future me, I'm drowning in expectations. My grades are falling, my parents are worried, and I feel like a disappointment. Everyone else seems to know where they're going, and I can't even see the road. But deep down, I want to become someone. I want to make Amy and Abu proud, to make myself proud. Please tell me you didn't let these failures define us. Please tell me you turned them into strength. Please tell me you're living the life we dreamed while watching rain fall against this window." As she finished, lightning flashed across the sky, illuminating her face. For a moment, she looked at her reflection in the glass. Broken yet hopeful, heartbreak in the rain, age 20, love had come, and so had betrayal. It was a rainy night when she discovered her closest friend had broken her trust. It wasn't just friendship she lost. It was a belief that promises lasted. She sat on her bed, diary open, tears streaming down her face, blending with the sound of thunder outside. Her hand shook as she wrote, "Dear future me, today I learned the cruel side of love and trust. The people you hold closest can break you the most. My chest feels hollow, my eyes hurt, and my heart feels like it will never heal. But please, if you're reading this, tell me you didn't let this make you bitter. Tell me you forgave, that you learned, that you grew. Please tell me you still believe in love, not the fairy tales, but the kind of love that makes life worth living. Tell me rain doesn't remind you of heartbreak, but of hope." When she finished, she slammed the diary shut and whispered, One day this pain will mean something." The heaviest rain, age 24. The storms of life grew harsher. Her father had lost his job, bills piled up, and the house felt colder, emptier. She worked part-time, studied, and carried burdens heavier than her years. One evening, the rain pounded against the window, as if echoing the chaos inside her. She sat on the floor, exhausted, the diary open once again. "Dear future me, I'm so tired. Every day feels like a battle. I see Amy's worried face, Abu's silent sadness, and I want to fix everything, but I can't. My dreams of higher education feel impossible. My heart feels too heavy, but I still believe Allah is watching. I still believe there's a reason for this storm. Please, future me, tell me we survived. Tell me patience was not wasted. Tell me we found a way through this night." She closed her eyes, letting the rain's rhythm drown her sobs. Age 27. Time passed, and so did the darkest storms. Life hadn't become perfect, but small victories began to appear like sunbeams through the clouds. She had found a decent job, managed to help her family recover, and even started saving for her dreams again. It was another rainy evening when she returned to her diary. But this time, her hand didn't tremble. Her words carried warmth. "Dear future me, guess what? We made it through some storms. Not without scars, but we're still standing. Today, for the first time in years, I felt proud, not because of big achievements, but because I never gave up when giving up was easier. Rain doesn't scare me anymore. It feels like music now, reminding me of every night I sat here broken, yet refusing to quit. Please tell me that years from now, you still remember this feeling. Please tell me you're still proud of us. Asterisk, she smiled as she closed the diary. Outside, the rain had softened, like a friend instead of an enemy, becoming her future self, age 33. The diary had grown thick, its pages stained with ink and tears. Every note was a story, every story a survival. On her 33rd birthday, the rain returned. She sat by the same window, now in a small apartment of her own. A child's laughter echoed from the other room. Her daughter, her greatest blessing. She opened the diary, flipping back to the very first page. The 13-year-old's handwriting stared at her. Please, just don't give up. Her eyes blurred with tears. She whispered to the girl she once was, You didn't give up. We didn't. For the last time, she picked up her pen. Asterisk, dear younger me, I've read every letter you wrote, every cry for help, every whisper of hope. I want to tell you, you mattered all along. The failures didn't define you. The heartbreaks didn't destroy you. The struggles became your strength. You thought rain meant loneliness. But today, I sit by the same window and hear music in every drop. Rain carried us, washed us, shaped us. Thank you for believing in me when you didn't even believe in yourself. Thank you for writing these letters. They saved us. And to anyone reading this now, storms will come, but they will pass. The rain you cry through today will become the song of your strength tomorrow. Don't give up. Your future self is waiting to thank you. Asterisk, she closed the diary gently, placed it in her drawer, and kissed her daughter's forehead as she slept. Outside, the rain kept falling. But for her, it no longer meant sorrow. It meant survival. It meant growth. It meant she had become her future self.